Hi guys, what's up? So welcome back to my channel Technoid Abhi. Uh, it's good to see you guys after like 5 to 6 months, and I think the last video that I uploaded was in June, somewhere around June. Basically, I was not able to upload any videos or create any videos because of the home shifting that was going on. I was like settling down on the new home. Many things needed to be uh, set up in the new home. There was like many daily we have to work on something or another to get things done and set up the home properly. So because of that, and because of like I'm currently working from home, so that was also going on parallelly. But finally today morning only I have uploaded a new video. So that was a gaming console, the PS4 Slim, that I bought actually few months back, but I had it created a video of that, but I didn't got time to edit that video and upload on the channel. So yesterday I edited that video after a long time back, which is very weird thing, but like I felt I should upload that video and share the experience of unboxing with you guys. So I edited that video yesterday and uploaded today morning. Today I thought that let's create another video related to another product that I bought in a couple of months back. uh, this is I think you guys have already guessed what it is. It is an Apple Watch. So guys, at the end of the video I will share with you guys why I gone for this watch. uh, Although I was not planning to buy one, but I gone for this particular product because I got this for a very good deal from Amazon. There was a deal going on and in the Dasara period on the Amazon, and that was a very attractive deal, and I straight away went for this because I was getting it at a very cheap price. And I was not too sure that in future I will get this product at that price or not. So I like without having any second thought I bought that from the Amazon. I will let you know the price and everything, that at what price I got this, what was the final price I bought this for. And first of all I will just share my experience, what I felt, what was my real life experience, day-to-day experience with the watch for last 2 months. First of all, let me show you the box because this is also something that is very interesting. So in this kind of packaging it came, and so see guys, this is the reason most of the people love Apple. The main reason is that premium user experience that Apple provides with all its products and with all its services and products. And like there is nothing we can complain about when it comes to the premiumness and the quality of the product. So this kind of packaging, this is so innovative way of packing things. So every small thing also they make it very innovative, very interesting. So this is the reason why people purchase Apple products, to experience that premiumness, that innovation, that a unique user experience that they get, and the quality that they get after paying that high price. Definitely the Apple products are very costly, and unfortunately no, there is not everyone who can buy them. But these days like many people are going for Apple products because there are many times there are deals, there are discounts, there are various different easy ways to buy Apple products, or even people are preferring the second hand like used Apple products. So like that is not our topic of today, but I was like, my main point was that it is so innovative, it is so unique and special whenever you unpack or whenever you buy any Apple product for that matter. So this was the dial box, the separate box in which the dial was there. This was the wrap around it. These were some slips. So look at this, this is also so means the quality of the paper also, it is so premium. Although this is not of any use, but still the point is that not only the product but each and everything that comes with the Apple product is of the same premiumness, of the same quality, and also gives the same kind of user experience. So also unboxing the Apple product is a great experience in itself, not only using the Apple product. So that is the reason people go for this. Here you can see this was the separate box for the straps. Here also there was this paper, and this is also so premium, and this particular thing, this very small thing also is very premium in quality. So basically I had two sizes over here for the punch side of the strap, and there was a single piece for the pin that comes on the other end of the strap. So basically my wrist is not so big, so I use this small strap, and this is the, so even like even if this side of the strap gets damaged, or I prefer to use different, I can use this one as well. So the packing and this thing is also so nice over here. So it was very interesting. Although I was not able to shoot a video while unboxing this due to my time constraint, but it was a very good experience unboxing the Apple Watch. Alright, let's keep all these things aside. Let's come back to our main topic of the video, is the review of the watch and what was my experience in last couple of months, a day-to-day experience while I was using this watch. So let me first show you how we can wear this. So it is very simple and straightforward. You just have to tie this around and just push it over, just lock this way. And then this is also something interesting that usually like general watches also and other digital watches, I don't know other digital watches, but generally watches, we have a separate loop over here, and we have to plug this inside that, or like lock this inside that. But here we have a separate loop punch over here, and we just have to push this inside, so it doesn't look weird when we keep it outside. Like it will not be like this, what we usually see in cases of regular watches. So we just have to slide this inside, and it will like hide itself, and this looks very clean, right? This is a very look is very clean and elegant and very simplistic, but see, a very small thing but so innovative. So that is what makes Apple devices different from other devices. Before going to go exploring the watch, let me show you that we get a couple of buttons over here. So this is a button. At a single click, it shows all the open apps over here, and also I have a all app option in which we have all the app tray. All the apps are over here. So this animation is very interesting, and the layout in which they have designed this is also very cool. It feels and looks also very cool. Then we can just open up any application, and the application will have its own features and own set of options. Then we can get to the notifications from the up. So we just have to hold this for a moment and slide this down, so we get all kind of different notifications over here. Then we have a control panel as well at the bottom, as or normally we have for other Apple devices, especially the touch devices. So this is the control panel. You can edit it from here. You can switch on, switch off the Wi-Fi and all other different options, the battery percent, the vibration mode, the torch, This is basically for the iPhone. If you are connected with your iPhone, then you can turn on the flash of the iPhone. There are different options over here. So that's it. We can press it again to go to the minimized apps, and we can select any from it. Like if I open another app over here, so let's open this songs app. The music app is over here, and I just click this again. You can see the minimized apps are over here. So that is the thing. There are also other functions with this. We can hold that, and if we hold for a few seconds, these options come up. You can have an emergency call. You can turn off the watch. This is a crown like dialer over here, so you can slide with to the options using this as well. So this also you can do it. Next thing is, you can also go to the main menu by clicking on this. So you will directly jump onto the main menu over here, where you will find all the applications. Okay, so and we have watch faces installed. I've installed some of the watch faces over here, so you can see multiple watch faces. You can slide them over, and you can edit any of the watch face if you want. You can just hold on to this. There are some custom options to particular faces, and some options, some additional options to some other faces. Usually this color option comes up with every face, but there are also extra widgets, like things that you can keep on the some selective faces, as you can see. So this is quite like, it is not a very simple watch. It is almost like a smartphone, right? There are plenty of things that you can do inside this. So this looks very cool and nice and very simplistic. The watch faces are also very beautiful and very unique in their own way. So as you can see over here, so see, this is like an animation kind of face. So very interesting faces Apple has provided, and there are a lot of in their library. You can connect that with the watch app that you get in your iPhone. But yeah, definitely when you have a watch, you need to have an iPhone. That is the mandatory thing, because without that you cannot basically use your watch if you're purchasing the GPS version of it. Maybe you can use the cellular version of it without the iPhone. I'm not sure, but what I know is you definitely need, from what I know, you need an iPhone to pair with your or activate your Apple Watch. So maybe that is a mandatory thing. All right, so let's come back to our stuff. These are the basic things that we get. So see, there are different internal softwares that detect your behavior, your study your day-to-day routines, and your usage of your Apple Watch, and accordingly it gives different suggestions time to time. So as you can see here, that it has given me the suggestion to reserve my power, as it is on 66%. So I can decide to drop it into reserve mode or not. Then next we have the Siri. Currently I have not connected to the internet, so it didn't pop up on that. I will just connect to the internet. So maybe that's not getting connected. All right, so the Siri pops up when you hold to the crown button, and you can command with your speech and do different things on your iWatch, like setting alarm and all other many things that you usually do with the Siri. So we have various apps. There are also few apps which are specific to watch, like we have workout app over here. Then maybe this this heart rate monitoring app. So it like on some regular intervals it monitors your heart, and there are also various services that we get, like if your heartbeats are uneven, then uh, it notifies you, or it warns you over that. It lets you know and asks you to relax, or do some deep breath and all that thing. So basically, like lots of AI stuff, I would say. It studies your day-to-day behavior, it day-to-day use of the watch, how your body is working depending upon the various sensors that are integrated within the watch, and it keeps on reading your daily activity, your heartbeats and all that stuff. Like there is also one more interesting feature. You have to type password usually whenever the watch is off your wrist, but once it is on your wrist, you don't have to enter the password anymore. It automatically detects your wrist, and if it has detected that wrist, detected your wrist, it will no longer ask for the password unless and until you remove it from your wrist or take it off from the wrist. So that is one more thing. Rest most of there are also there are common apps like music app is there, calculator is there, which we see in the iPhones also. There is also separate app store for this, so you can browse through various applications that come with the watch. There are few watch specific applications as well that come from Apple, or also so there are third-party applications that you can download. This is also interesting that there is an activity app using which it tracks your daily activity. So as you can see, these are the three major parameters on which it calculates your activity, how much you have done the movement for that day. I have set my exercise time for 45 minutes, so that is a minimum time that I have to exercise to complete this activity. This is the stand parameter, where you have to stand for at least 1 minute each hour to keep your body active. So these are different health suggestions that we get. You don't have to be too dependent on these things, but it is like good, or which it is good to have this kind of features to use, which also helps us in tracking our activity and how we are being active for that week or for that month in general. But it is not that you have to completely rely on this data. At the end of the day, whenever you do exercise, or whenever do you any activity, which physical activity which keeps you healthy, you should feel that you are healthy. That is what all matters. So you don't have to completely rely, but just for reference you can use these things. All right, so like there are those many things that we can do. There are lots of applications and many other stuff. I haven't used all of them yet. Like only general applications I use daily, like activity app as shown. Music application I use whenever I put on the music, whenever I'm driving or whenever I'm listening to music outside. I usually change everything from here, or just control everything from here without taking out iPhone from my pocket. So I can like literally do everything from here. There are obvious things that we get over here, like whenever we get any call, it rings over here as well. We have the speakers over here, as you can see. We have these speakers, these two lines you can see over here, these are the speakers, and also there is a microphone over here. So you can directly call, you can receive calls or reject calls and directly talk from here as well. So that is a very good thing. But the speakers are like not that loud. In outside conditions, there are literally means of no use, because you have to hold them very close to your ears to talk, and which looks basically very weird. So it is better you put on your headphones or directly take the call from the phone itself. But yeah, it is easy that we get notified and we can see immediately who is calling us. without taking out of the phone. So that is one thing. We get the alarms and all other stuff over here. Regarding the experience that how I felt by using it, like was it worth buying a watch? Because it is not a necessity like phone, like you don't have to get it. It is not of great use as such, because many of the people won't even consider this as a worth product because of its high price. Like this particular variant, if you go as per the MRP on the official Apple site, it is around 32,900. It is 33,000 of cost, which is not worth. Like people will rather buy or prefer buying a watch that is 2,000 or around 5,000 also. So why would someone buy a watch which is 33,000? So it is like personal preference. Some prefer, some won't prefer. But yeah, definitely we have many advantages of buying this, many conveniences that come along with this. So that is one thing. Now related to experience, the first very important thing that I felt good about this is it is very responsive. Like I didn't face any kind of lag whatsoever from last 2 months. Whenever I picked up, whenever I used it, whenever I touched it in various ways, it was completely responsive. It never felt laggy or something like that. It is completely responsive, so it is good in that part. Secondly, the most important thing, I have dropped it once, and like it was a very critical drop. It wasn't any small drop. From around from a height of 4 feet or something, I dropped it, and it directly dropped on the screen itself. And I felt like now it's gone, but I just picked it up and I didn't notice even a simple scratch on it. Like as you can see, I'll just put this down. So as you can see, there is not even a single scratch over here. No scratch. Yeah, there are fingerprints that come upon very easily, but there is no scratch whatsoever. And also after dropping that, like accidentally failing that from the 4 feet and directly onto the screen, maybe other watches would have just shattered away, but this didn't. Like literally there was nothing that damaged on this. So premium good quality, as I mentioned earlier, and that is what it proves by that fall. So it is not necessary that every time it falls and it will save itself, but like at least for that type of fall that I had, and I felt that now it's gone, but it survived that fall, right? So that is a good thing about it. Quality, definitely very premium quality. The aluminum over it, the glass over this, the strap itself, these simple things are also of premium quality. The under body of this that touches your wrist is also good. Yeah, some sweat we get over here. So as you can see, some sweat we get over here if you wear it very tight or for a very long time. But the thing that irritates or something like that, and it is also very easy to move your wrist, and it doesn't like block anything while moving your wrist. It is very easy on your wrist. Also not too heavy. Even if it's not very light, it is not too heavy that it feels very uncomfortable. So that area also is good. Rest, the software was good, no issues with the software whatsoever, no lag. Like 3 to 4 times I also got the update on the watch OS. So I think there is something 8 version, 8.3 or something, that kind of version currently running on this Apple Watch. You can update the watch to the latest OS from the watch directly itself, or you can also update that for using your iPhone. Within the iPhone, you can go to the watch application and you can update it from there as well. So this is GPS only version, so I didn't face any kind of connectivity issues whatsoever with the iPhone. every time I turn on the Bluetooth, it used to get connected seamlessly without any issues, without I having to explicitly go into Bluetooth setting and selecting the iPhone or something like that. Never that happened. The connection was seamless. So those were the plus points and main points that I felt about this watch, which were very good in my experience. There are also few points that I didn't hate but didn't like that much. First of all, these borders are not like, the screen is not very modern as such, because there is a thick border, black border around it, so which looks kind of weird to me at least. But like current Apple Series 7 watch, it has a bigger display than this and a very small edge over it, so that looks a bit more modern in that regards. So that not a big complaint, but that was a small thing about it. Rest everything, like I didn't face any issue with this thing. It was good. Yeah, calling the speaker, like it is a very small device, so obviously the speaker wouldn't be that loud, as much loud as what we get on the normally on the smartphones or other devices of the small category. But this is a small device, and definitely the speakers won't be that effective, especially in the outdoors. The microphone is good. I didn't noticed anybody like saying that they are not able to hear me. I had took a few calls on the watch, but the person in the other end was able to hear me. So that was my overall experience and my personal opinions about the watch. Now let's discuss some points, some general points. So why I gone for this watch? First of all, the Apple's Series 6 watch was very expensive, and over this watch, that watch only has few additional things. One was the chip. This has the S5 chip in it, which we get in the Series 5, the previous generation Series 5. The same chip we have here, but that is very fast. I didn't found any lag or whatsoever on the Apple, so I don't think that would be a very huge difference. Secondly, there we get always on display, and here we don't get it. I personally was not too concerned about that particular feature, because it like that also consumes a more battery in that regards, because even if that is a very dim display, still it will use the battery at some extent. So the battery is a very very low on this. Let me tell you that battery is very low, like daily at least. Even if I keep this watch for a standby, after 2 days it is already dropped down to 50%, even it was 100%. So battery is very terrible on this device, because as it is a small device, the battery will also be very small obviously. But in that like many other, there are lots of smartwatches outside that have a very long battery life. Like my first MI band which I was using, it had a battery life of 14 days. Like it would last 14 days on a one charge. This don't even go a day completely if you use it continuously, or it is continuously in use. So on in that area, it is very terrible, the battery life. I hope so Apple improves that in upcoming watches. Maybe they have improved the battery life in the new Series 7 watch, but this one is very terrible in battery life. So keep that in mind if you are planning to purchase this particular Apple watch especially. There was this always on display, which I didn't needed. There was ECG, which definitely I don't need. And why do I need a ECG on my Apple watch? So that was also not a thing to go for it. Then it was a oxygen meter that comes with that Series 6. That also I was not in need of. It is like very fancy stuff, and I don't think most of the general people would need that. They only need a proper smartwatch that makes their life more easy, more convenient for their day-to-day use. We would need that fancy features like ECG and oxygen meter. So in my personal opinion, at least I don't feel any need of that features. So those were the main key features that distinguished this watch from the Series 6 watch. Apart from that, everything is almost same. The screen is same, the display is almost same, and if you see in person, you will not notice any kind of difference in Series 6 and SE watch. So I was like, from starting only I was planning to take a SE watch or directly the Series 7 watch, if it would have came with the more improvements and more usable features that we can use in our day-to-day life. But like I said, I got this for a very good deal. Literally I got this for 22,900, as you can see here. So this is the invoice, and as you can see over here, it's literally I bought for 22,900, and plus I had a cashback on that also, because I used my credit card, HDFC credit card. So even in that I was getting a cashback. I don't exactly remember how much was the cashback, but even a cashback of some maybe couple of thousands I was getting on that. So I literally bought this for around 20 to 21,000. So that was the cheapest deal on the Apple Watch that I have seen since it was launched. And currently also it is 32,000 or something, or 30,000, but still it hasn't dropped that low. It has gone somewhere around 27,000 or something, but it didn't fall that low after that. So I like, that is what was reason I directly purchased this watch. So I saved a lot of money over there. I already had purchased my new iPhone SE 3 to 4 months back, from when I purchased this SE watch, and that cost me around 35,000, and afterwards I felt that it was little much. But like this watch I got for 22,900, and it was like equal. And if you consider both the products, I bought it for very good price overall. So just imagine that this 22,000, let's say this 22,000 and that 35,000, we around 57,000 people are buying iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 mini and all of that stuff. So within that iPhone 12 cost, I bought both these devices, iPhone SE and Apple Watch SE. So that's a good deal, right? You're getting both the premium devices, and experience is like premium, because all Apple devices have a premium experience. It is not like that it is SE and you will get a very cheap experience with these devices. Definitely the experience, it is not as premium as iPhone 12 or 13 that is the latest iPhone. I'm not saying that it is as premium or as futuristic as that, but definitely you get a premium experience. And if you're not in the need of that high-end experience, you can go for these kind of devices, which are also low in budget comparatively. Not actually low, because obviously they also charge quite a buck, but definitely they are cheaper, and if you're planning to buy this type of expensive devices. So who should buy this device? Like currently also maybe there are some deals going on. Maybe there is on the Christmas occasion there are some good deals going on Amazon, or some you can also check out the Apple premium reseller website. There are few premium resellers like Unicorn, Maple, iWinus is one of them. So these are premium resellers. On their sites also there are various offers and various discounts going on. You can also visit their stores directly to check out these products. Also on the Apple official website itself, there is a interesting option of buying the products going on. You can opt in for a no cost EMI of 12 months if you have a HDFC card, and there are also few other cards listed over there. There are maybe 12 to 15 banks that are listed, and you can opt for the 12-month no cost EMI on the Apple website. I would suggest going for the 44mm version only, not the 40mm version, because like already it is a watch and you have a very small screen to play around, and in that also if you go for a 40mm, then it is even smaller than this, so it won't give a more better experience. So better you go for this 44mm, which will give you a better experience comparatively, and you will have a more big screen to play around. So that's it, guys. That was my experience from that I had with the Apple SE watch. Not everybody may be in the need of buying an Apple watch, because definitely it is on the expensive side. But if you're planning to do, SE is a good option right now, because the rest of the two Apple watches are almost, they are 40,000 plus, and I don't think so many people will be purchasing that. But if you want an Apple watch in a reasonable value and with the reasonable amount of features, not reasonable, almost all features we get over here, because even if you look to the features, how many features do a normal person uses? It completely depends upon him or her, but definitely I don't think so that most of the people use those extra features that we get to the from the high-end flagships of the watch, or maybe iPhone, or any device for that matter. So in our day-to-day life, what is most important features which can make our day-to-day life easy and more convenient, normally we should look for that things. So that's it. That was my complete review. Let me know down in the comments if you have any questions, any queries related to this watch, or if you are planning to buy, or if you already have it, let me know what is your experience with this watch. And also let me know let me know if there are any offers going on this watch. If you know, then let other people also know in the comment that there are where they can buy this product at the best price. So I will also drop the links in the comments where you will have the best buys for this particular product. You can check out the official Apple site as well, where currently the offer is going on. Maybe it is for a month more, so you can purchase it from there. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you have liked this video. This has gone very long, but I'm not used to make a short video, so I will definitely try in upcoming videos to keep the video length as short as possible. But every time we make a video, it is not enough to talk just a short and just wrap it for the purpose of making it short. It is important to share whatever I have experienced, whatever I know with you guys. So that is the main reason that we have this platform. So but still I will keep trying to keep the videos at the minimal length, and so that you guys also don't get bored. If you have liked this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Also subscribe to the channel if you want to see more such videos and more such stuff that I will be posting in future of different technology devices, technological experiences, and many other things that I will be bringing upon on this channel. So please hit that subscribe button, and also turn on the notifications if you haven't turned on all notifications, so that you get notified whenever I post a new video related to technology. So thank you guys, thanks for watching. So I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care. This is Abhishek signing out. See you.